We made it another day. Woo! Strong. Well, let me break down what we're going to do today. Today's a little bit of a different flow for our M3 class. The title is Chillax and Breathe. So we're going to be incorporating a lot of breathing, a lot of meditation, and movements to hack into our body's capacity to relax itself. So we're going to start off with a check-in, which is done on the ground. So we'll lay on the ground. We're going to do a little bit of abdominal massage. And the reason why we do that is because that's where 95% of serotonin is made. So as we baby the stomach and start to touch the stomach in a gentle way, it helps our body with the production and productive use of serotonin so that we can relax and also feel good at the same time. Okay? We're also going to do a little bit of a sunny day meditation. I'll get more into that in a moment. We're going to do some ground movement, some rolling and some rocking, and some things that you can do every single day to help your body feel more fantastic than ever before. We'll do a little bit of spine work, shoulder work, hip work, but all with the emphasis of relaxation and restoration. So there will be some effort involved, but I want to encourage you guys to follow that feel good principle. If it feels good, you're probably doing something productive for yourself, especially today. We want to be focusing on that whole feeling of goodness inside and really allowing our body's signals to inform our practice today of movement. We're going to start with a 5-minute check-in starting on the ground. Let's go ahead and get there. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to adjust our spine. How do we do that? Legs straight, laying on your back. All you're going to do is you're just going to simply walk your fingers around your abdominal area and apply pressure on the outside of the rectus abdominis. So the rectus abdominis, the perimeter of it is right here, or the sides of it. So you're just going to press in like this as you're laying on your back. And while you do that, it helps all the tissues in the abdomen recalibrate themselves to some degree so that the spine can assume its best position. It does it all itself. It's not like we have to force our spine, but as you massage your stomach, you're encouraging the best alignment or the most productive alignment. Okay? So inhale, exhale. Now, as you inhale and exhale, see if you can first just pay attention to where your breath is going this morning. So as you breathe in, maybe you're feeling your breath in one place more than another. Perhaps you want to experiment with sending the breath with your imagination to different parts of the body. Perhaps you want to start to focus your attention on the rib cage and expand the rib cage not just in the front, but also in the sides and in the back. So every time you breathe in, imagine your abdominal area and your torso is like a barrel, and you want to breathe 360 degrees around that barrel. As you breathe, I want to encourage you to breathe very gently. And then as you exhale, exhale very, very, very slow, like you're blowing through a straw. If you just want to place the hands on the abdomen without massaging or moving them around, that's awesome as well. So just inhale and exhale at your own speed, elongating both the inhalation and the exhalation. And as you do both of those, expand the ribs as far as you can as you breathe in. And as you exhale, squeeze those ribs down together as far as they can possibly go. Okay, so we're going to start as we're doing our check-in. We're going to do a sunny day meditation. So what does that mean? Sometimes when I call my teacher in Hawaii, I ask him, what's the temperature out there? You know, because it's cold here sometimes. And then he'll say, oh, it's 80 some odd degrees. And I'm like, I hate you. I don't say that. But sometimes I'm thinking, man. So then he laughs and he says, you just need to create the environment of Hawaii inside your body. So what I want to encourage you to do, I think I saw on the news recently, it's been a long time since we've had a sunny day. So I want you to imagine the last sunny day or the best sunny day that you possibly can. For me, I like a sunny day on the beach, so that's where I'm going to go with it. But just imagine what it's like to be on the beach or to be in a place where you're experiencing a sunny day and light up all your senses as you do. In other words, how does the sun feel on your skin? How do you perceive the light that's coming in through your eyes or through your closed eyes? What's the smell around you? What are you hearing as you're in that place where the sun is actually shining? And notice how you feel inside your body while you imagine yourself experiencing that beautiful sunny day. And just notice how your body feels in response to your effort of bringing into mind or bringing back into mind the experience of a sunny day. Inhale, exhale. Remember, throughout the whole practice today, while we're visualizing a beautiful sunny day happening inside the body and all the benefits that we associate with a sunny day, I also want to encourage you guys to be breathing diaphragmatically throughout the whole class today. So today is really going to be about maximizing our body's ability to be healthy, specifically focusing on breath work. Okay? All right. So we got just another couple seconds and we're going to go into our first movement, which is going to be some rolling. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put one knee bent and press through the heel of that foot and we're going to roll onto our side just like so. Now, once you get there, I want you to roll forward and back just a little bit and just notice the sensations that you feel underneath the body. So all the spaces on your body that are making contact with the ground, just pay attention to how that feels. Okay? When you're ready, roll back onto your backside, switch sides. So now I bend my other knee and then I roll the other direction. Forward and back. Forward and back. Remembering things will be their best as you just relax. Forward and back. When you're ready, let's go ahead and switch sides again, please. If you want, you can always add some gentle massage or gentle touching of the body wherever you think you need it this morning. We've been given hands and tools. Some of us may not have hands, and that's okay too, because you got something that you can use to help your health and your overall vitality. So let's switch sides again, please. Pay attention to the sensations all over the body. So even I see my foot here making contact with the floor. Pay attention to the sensations that you feel and allow your body to lead the process with that feel good mentality. Nice and slow and relaxed this morning, breathing deeply and expansively as you go. Remembering things will be their best as you just relax. There are very few people that I know that are masters of relaxation. So this is a very important practice for us because the body heals and is most focused when we are calm and relaxed. Let's switch sides one more time, and then we're going into some rocking. Okay, so rocking. Both knees are bent. I'm going to take one knee towards my chest, then the other, and I'm just going to start rocking forward and back. So I lift my head up off the ground, I'm rounding through the back, and I simply take the momentum of my legs and bring myself forward and back. This is one of the most important exercises for a human being, in my humble opinion, because it's safe. It massages the muscles that line the spine, and it happens to be something that we use to get out of the bed in the morning, to get out of the couch. My grandma taught me this move. This is a good one. And it's a great abdominal exercise. It helps to move the contents within your stomach so that your body can digest the food that you eat more productively. Rocking, really simple, and make sure to breathe. Our next movement is going to be a seated spinal wave. So hopefully you guys can remember all these movements so that you can practice them throughout your week to maximize the benefit. Okay, so from our seated position, we're going to do a spinal wave. It's this simple. All I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my body forward and back in a wave-like motion. Now, if you really want to get into the process, take your attention deep inside the spine and see if you can start the movement at the bottom. So at the where the tailbone is, and then work your way with your attention through the spine as you elongate and send that nice gentle wave action through the whole spine. So you can get as dynamic with it as you like. You can go as far forward and as far back as you like. The idea is you want to really explore what's going on in your spine this morning. Perhaps there's some areas of tension. Well, maybe you can use your spinal wave to soften that tension out of the body. Okay, so we're going to go right back into our rolling. This time we're going to lead with the arms. So let's go ahead, just lay back down onto your backside. And we'll lead with, I guess you could really call it more the hand. So what you're going to do is you're going to reach the hand across the body and let the weight of the hand and arm pull you onto your stomach. Now, once you get there, shake the hips from side to side, relax your pelvis especially, and then use that same arm to sweep back around to return you to your backside. Then we'll switch sides. So a nice, long, beautiful stretch through the body. Take that arm up and across, slowly and mindfully. And when you're ready, roll onto your stomach, rock side to side, massaging the pelvis, the lumbar spine, and then reverse the path, sweeping the arm behind, returning you back to your backside. Switch sides. Make it as graceful as you like. The more graceful and the more fun you have, the better it'll be. Quality of motion is definitely one of the things that we want to focus on here today. Okay, so right back into our rocking. This time what we're going to do is we're going to rock up into a single leg long sit. What that means is one leg is bent, one leg is straight. So I rock. You could even call this a figure four position if you like. It should give you a nice stretch on the back side of the straight leg. Okay. You can explore different positions once you come up into your seated single leg long sit. And remember to breathe. Okay. So even though as we start to incorporate more movement patterns, you might notice that your heart rate's going to increase, your breath rate might increase a little bit. But all the while, see if you can focus on maintaining a certain level of control, working with the body. As you focus on your breathing, you're focusing on the efficiency aspect of how you move, and how well you move. Okay, so this time we're going to do our spinal wave again, and this time we're going to do it from a kneeling position. So we're going to come to our knees, either a low kneel or a high kneel, choice is yours. And all we're going to do is same exact movement. We're sending a wave of motion through the spine. The body prioritizes the nervous system and the circulatory system. So what we want to do is we really want to make sure that we're not holding unnecessary tension in our spine. So while you're doing your spinal wave, you can also add side to side motions. You can bring the shoulders into the mix a little bit more to really accentuate the movement of the spine. There's so many ways to do your spinal wave, okay? But pay attention to the sensations in each vertebrae while you move, okay? It's really important to pay attention to all the sensations that are available, okay? All right. So right back into our rolling, one last set. This time we're going to lead with the foot. So we lay on our backs, foot comes across and reaches, and we roll. Once we get to the stomach, reverse the path so the foot comes behind, reach, 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 and roll. Switch sides, foot comes across. And sometimes you kick things in your room, and that's okay. As long as you don't break it. Reach, 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 reach. Roll. Reach, 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 reach. Roll. Now, if you don't want to roll all the way onto your stomach, that's fine. You could just reach with the foot side to side. And I like this version as well. Really good, again, for massaging the muscles of the posterior hip, muscles of the back, muscles of the shoulders. Whatever's making contact with the ground is getting a nice massage right now. Inhale, exhale. Remember, guys, focus on your breathing today. So, so very important. Okay, last set of rocking. So this time what we're going to do is we're going to rock up to what's known as a cross sit position. Okay, so rock back and come into a cross sit position. Now, if you want to add to this one, just to kind of increase the heart rate a little bit, as you come up into your upright seated position, you can post an arm behind, hopefully the same side as the leg that's closest to you. You can do a high hip transition and then go all the way through and sit back down and rock. If that's way too confusing, don't even worry about it. Stick with some rocking and some cross sitting. Remember, guys, follow the feel good principle. If at any time there's a movement that feels extra fantastic, then maybe spend a little bit more time there and explore that sensation. If something doesn't feel good and it feels a little bit sketchy, then maybe that's a signal that you need to dial it down, tone it down, so that it works for your body. Okay? There's always a million ways to add to our movement practice. All right. So from our rocking, going back into our seated wave one more time. So this time what we're going to do is we're going to go back into our cross sit. We're doing our spinal wave, but this time I want you to accentuate what happens when you move forward. So I can bring my hands in front of the body, and then as I come back, I can bring my hands behind and kind of drag them across the ground as I wave my spine forward. Okay? If I want to add some lateral waves, I can do that. Nice and easy, nice and relaxed. Remember, you're only going as far as what's comfortable for you. If at any point you feel like this is going too much, too fast, then just dial it down. If on the other side of the spectrum you're not feeling enough, then maybe explore the sensations a little bit further. I'll give you the baseline suggestion of what to do, and then you take it and run with it. Got about 10 seconds left. And now we're going into our next movement series, starting with some side sit transitions. All right, so all you're going to do is you're just going to take one leg to the back. Okay, so I got one leg bent in front, one leg in back. I'm simply going to post my arms and swivel the knees side to side. Inhale, exhale. Now, while we're moving today, if you guys notice any positions that cause you to hold your breath, that's a great signal to pay attention to and respond accordingly, which would be to take a breath in that position where you find yourself going, kind of holding, okay? So even if I've moved on to another movement, please take the time for yourself this morning to breathe and to take yourself into the present moment as deeply as you possibly can. Okay? Got about 30 seconds left to enjoy this movement. You could be moving very slowly and know that you're doing something very productive for your body. We typically live in a culture moving so fast with so much tension. So if we really start to slow ourselves down and move in these very natural, productive ways, you're going to find some tremendous benefits in the mind, body, and spirit. Okay? From here, we're going to do some kneeling step outs. So let's come to a kneeling position, please. Now, if you need to use a pillow under your knees, you can. You don't need to use one, but if it's more comfortable for you, please feel free to do so. All we're going to do is we're going to take our weight and shift it from side to side. Feel what the balance feels like. Feel the stability of each hip as you attempt to balance on one leg. And when you're ready, you're going to take one leg, step forward, and then bring that leg back. Switch sides. So I can step out. And really, you can step out in any direction you like. So I can step out to the side. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. You don't need to go fast. This is teaching our body, telling our body what we want it to be able to do. And sometimes we don't ever really do these movements. So it's important to start slow so that we can tell our body, okay, this is what we want you to be able to do. Okay? All right, from here, our next movement is going to be a forearm plank. So let's come down onto our forearms, please. Now, from our plank position, let's lower our pelvis down onto the ground. You're extending through the spine, and just spend a few moments turning your attention inside. Inhale, exhale. Now make sure that you're pressing firmly into the ground and not collapsing through the shoulders. So pressing firmly into the ground. I often like to wave or rock my hips from side to side ever so gently. And when you're ready, hike one hip up to the side, just like so. Okay? Take it back, switch sides. Now, if you can drag your leg up, that's fine, just like so. But if I can pick my leg up and make the movement happen, that's good as well. Just make sure you use a version that works for you. If it feels really crampy inside the hip, then just straighten that leg out and massage it into the ground. Okay? And then go back to a version that works better for you. Okay? So those are our three movements. Let's go ahead back into our side sit position, please. Okay, so make sure as you transition, draw your belly button towards the spine. Get yourself there nice and slow and controlled. This time, as we get into our side sit, we're going to add a rotational reach. So it's the same movement, swiveling the knees, just add a rotational reach. Be very mindful of how you're moving. Inhale, exhale. And sometimes what you may want to do is while you're in your rotation, take a breath there, surrendering all unnecessary tension. Spend as much time as you need in each one of these movements today. We got about 23 seconds left here. give yourself a chance to warm the body progressively, slowly. Okay, let's go back into our kneeling step outs, please. So, if this is really uncomfortable on your knees, you can always feel free to assume a tabletop position and distribute the weight a little bit more that way, and then do your step out and then come up into your upright position. Choice is yours. Whatever version of this movement you're using is great as long as it works for you. Okay? So you're stepping out, and if you want to add a reach this time, feel free. Okay, so take your time, add some context by maybe reaching and grabbing for something in your room and then putting it somewhere else. So this context adds variety and intricate details that help to spice up your movement practice. Got about 20 seconds left. From here, we'll be going back into our forearm planks. Okay. 7 seconds. Inhale, exhale. Adding the reach if it feels comfortable for you. Okay? Coming back down onto the ground into our forearm plank, please. So from our forearm plank, lower your pelvis down onto the ground. This time what we're going to do is we're going to reach with the hand front, up top, behind, and reverse the path. Just like so. Let's go ahead and switch sides. So I'm going to reach forward towards the sky, back, and reverse the path. Nice and strong each time. Okay? So reach, 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 reverse the path. Make sure to breathe as you go. Remember, when you find those positions that are a little bit more challenging, make sure that you pause, take in a full, expansive breath, and exhale slow. When you're done with that breath cycle, then you continue on. Okay, we're going to be going back into our last set of side sit transitions. So let's go ahead and come to our upright side sit position, please. Okay, so once you guys get into this side sit position, this time what we're going to do is we're going to roll. So check this out. Whatever leg's in front, I'm going to slowly lower myself to the ground. Just like so. Swivel the knees and press yourself up. Now I'm in side sit the other direction. So I lower down, swivel the knees, press myself up. Nice and easy. Okay? Remember to add variety based on what feels best to you. Breathing as you go. And focusing on efficiency through your movement practice this morning. All right. Another 5 seconds or so. Okay. So let's go into our last set of kneeling step outs, please. Okay, so this time what I'm going to do from my step out lunge position is I'm going to take my front leg and I'm going to bring it all the way behind me into a side sit. And then I'm going to reverse the path and bring the leg back. So check this out. We'll do it again. So from kneeling, step out, take that front leg, sweep it all the way behind you. side sit. Okay, reverse the path. Nice and strong. Bring the leg back. Switch sides. So bring the leg forward. Front leg sweeps behind. Side sit. Bring the leg back, reversing the path. Bring the leg back. Okay, one more time the other side. Step out. Sweep behind. And reverse the path. Okay, guys, last set of forearm planks. Let's go ahead and come down onto our forearms, please. So on this last set, what we're going to do is something called eccentric lengthening. So from our plank position, you're going to simply lower your pelvis towards the ground very slowly. Once you get down onto the ground, go ahead and come back up into your plank position. And then go right back into your slow lowering of the pelvis towards the ground. Okay? Make sure that your shoulders are in a good, strong position the whole time. So from your plank, inhale, exhale. As you exhale, lower your pelvis down towards the ground. Okay, come back up. Inhale, exhale. As you exhale, lower yourself slowly towards the ground. Let's go ahead and get one more rep in. Got about 10 seconds. Inhale, exhale. Lowering the spine really nice and easily. Okay, guys, from here, let's lower ourselves down onto the ground. Hands come to the sides of the rib cage. Press yourself into a tabletop hands and knees position, please. Okay? We're going to get into some spinal articulations. So all you have to do is round through the spine and then allow the sternum to drop towards the ground, arching through the back. So it's flexion of the spine and extension. Now, while I do that, I can shift my body weight forward and back. Just sending a wave of movement all the way through my spine. We got about 20 seconds left. So as you get deeper into this movement, you can also try moving the spine from side to side or any combination of movements that help to add variety to how you're mobilizing your spine right now. Inhale, exhale. All right, now from here, we're going to do some foot sweeps. So what that means is you're going to straighten the leg out behind and you're going to sweep the leg to the side and back. To the side and back. Now we can also sweep the leg forward, sweep the leg behind in a lot of different positions. So let's go ahead and switch legs. Straighten the leg, sweep the leg behind, to the side. If you want to plant the foot and just kind of put some pressure into it, that's totally cool. Got about 30 seconds left for these leg sweeps. Inhale, exhale, nice and strong, nice and relaxed, all at the same time. Got about 20 seconds left to enjoy this movement, and then we're going to do some arm sweeps from the same position. Find different positions and variety in your movement. Okay, so from here, we're going to do some arm sweeps. So all you're going to do is you're going to pick one arm off the ground. You're going to reach forward, above, behind, reverse the path. Okay, so try to couple this movement, switch sides, couple this movement with your breathing. However you choose to do that, that's totally cool. The idea is to maintain your breathing process while you move, especially as you start to put the lungs and the rib cage into different positions. It starts to challenge how we breathe or our strategy for breathing. So while we practice breathing through these different movement positions, we're teaching our body how to breathe and stay productive in breathing even while we move. Inhale, exhale. As you mobilize your shoulders, you're also reducing tension that we often hold in the shoulders unconsciously. So this is very, very good. Very, very productive. Okay, so from here, what we're going to do is go back into our spinal articulation. So this time we're going to drop the pelvis towards the floor into a spinal extension. So just see if you can distribute the extension through the spine evenly. Now, if this feels a little bit sketchy on the wrists, you can curl your fingers under and move into a loose fist position as well. You can rotate the neck from side to side, just relaxing into this position. When you're ready, we're going to drop the hips over the heels into a child's pose. So just draw the hips back, sitting the hips over the heels, and opening up through the lumbar spine. For me, I like to lift the heels up of my palms off the ground and send gentle waves of movement through my whole spine while I breathe. Nice and relaxed, nice and strong the whole time. Inhale, exhale. Okay. So from here, we're moving right back into our foot sweeps. So straighten the leg out behind. This time what we're going to do is we're going to lift the foot up off the ground while maintaining a neutral spine. We're going to bring the leg over to the side. Straighten out the leg. Bring it back. Behind. Lower it down. That's it. So again, straighten out the leg. Lifting the foot up off the ground. Take the leg out to the side. Take it back behind you. Lower it down. Okay, all while keeping a nice neutral spine the whole time. So really take your time through these movements. Really reaching through the toes and moving with control. Nice and strong. About 8 seconds left. Okay. Moving right back into our arm sweeps, please. So this time, reach forward, reach above. This time we're going to reach under the body. And back. Okay? So reach forward, reach up, and reach under. Lowering your shoulders to the ground. Inhale, exhale. Return to your starting position. Switch sides. Reach, 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 and breathe. Return to your starting position. One more time. Reach, 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 breathe. Okay, guys. Last set of spinal articulations. So this time the options are endless. All you're going to do is prioritize and have a clear objective of mobilizing your spine. Inhale, exhale. And as you move your spine, I want to encourage you to put your attention deep inside the spaces in between each vertebrae. Progressively, maybe starting at the base of your skull and moving your way down your neck, moving each vertebrae in your neck as in a comfortable range of motion. From there, take your attention into the mid back and really start to accentuate the movements that are taking place there. And then from there, take your attention into that lumbar spine, all the way down to the tip of the tailbone, and see if you can't move your lumbral sacral area. Okay, got about 10 seconds left. Going to move into our last set of foot sweeps. So from our same position here, this time what we're going to do is we're going to reach the foot behind and we're going to lower our hips towards the ground into a seated position. And that's it. Reverse the path. Okay? So all I do is I sweep the leg behind and lower my hips down. That's it. Have a sit down, relax, enjoy yourself. Okay? Come back to your starting position. Switch sides. So sweep that leg behind, lower the hips down, and relax. Long through the spine, relaxed through the whole body, and come back into your starting position. Switch sides. Sweep the leg, have a sit down, come back to starting position, switch sides. Adding little undulations of the body wherever you need it. Little details are based on the individual. Whatever your body needs, that's what you do. Okay, so for our last set of arm sweeps, this time what we're going to do is we're going to bring the hand behind our neck. And all we're going to do is we're going to lift the elbow towards the ceiling, and then we're going to bring it under and across the body. So we're reaching towards the ceiling. If you want to straighten out the arm, that's a great option. And then bring the hand back, bring the elbow across and under. And again, if you want to reach, you can feel free to do so. Okay, come back. Let's go ahead and switch sides. So hand comes behind the neck, elbow comes up towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale when you're in this position, staying nice and strong. You can add extra rotations through the neck. You can add some gentle massage if you like. And then when you're ready, rotate under and then back up. That's simple. Okay, nice and strong. Couple more seconds left. All right. Let's go ahead and come into a seated position. And from our seated position, we're going to do some breath work, some easy breathing. So all we're going to do is we're going to first get into a good position. So long through the spine. That means press through the crown of the head. Inhale, exhale, nice and relaxed. On your next inhalation, you're going to float your arms out to the side, bringing your palms together above your head. As you exhale, drop the palms through to heart center and relax. On your next inhalation, float those arms again out to the side, wide through the shoulders, open through the chest. Palms come together as you exhale. Drop the hands down, heart center. One more time, breathing in as you reach the arms out to the side. Palms come together as you exhale. Drop those hands down towards the center of your chest, heart center. Good. From here, what we're going to do is we're going to take our right hand and we're going to place it on the left side of our neck. And what we're going to do is we're just going to gently massage by moving the skin over the clavicle on that left side. Okay, so it's really easy, nice and gentle. And what this does is it helps to pump your lymphatic system. This is the part of your body that cleans you. Okay, so this is really important for mitigating inflammation and helping your body to heal and recover from injuries and all sorts of assaults. Okay, so from here, you're going to take your hand, you're going to draw through the sternum and allow the palm to rest in your abdomen. Okay, now we're going to switch sides. Take the left hand on the right side of the neck, same exact thing. So you're just going to squeeze and massage into the side of the neck. You can gently move your neck around into different positions while you squeeze and just give your body that extra little attention. It feels so nice. It feels so good just to give your body that extra little, reward for working so hard. Let's go ahead and switch sides, taking that right hand on the left side of the neck. Can't always control what goes on in our life, but we can definitely change our response to it, right? So just massaging into the shoulder, the front and side of the neck, all the way up to the base of the ear. It's nice, gentle massage movements. And then switch sides one more time. Just squeezing, relaxing through the neck. Nice and easy. Okay? Now from here, we're going to go ahead and come down onto the ground, onto our backs. Let's go ahead and come into a supine position, please. So just laying on your back, nice and easy. From here, we're going to get into what's known as a happy baby pose. So what you do is you take your feet or hold on to your feet with your hands and or your big toe, choice is yours. And all we're going to do is we're just going to rock from side to side. And while you do that, I want you to breathe deeply and expansively, and maybe even take your memory back to the time when you were real small and you probably used to do this on a regular basis. Okay? Inhale, exhale, nice and slow. Just allowing yourself to enjoy the sensation of massage. Real nice. From here, let's go ahead and roll onto our bellies, please. Now, from our belly position, all you're going to do is you're going to put hand over hand and you're going to position your head off to the side and you're simply going to rock your pelvis side to side. Side to side. Your toes could be pointed or flexed. Choice is yours. You're just gently massaging the front sides of the hip into the ground. You can change the rotation of your neck so that you can rotate your head to the other side. Inhale and exhale very expansively as you go. Okay, from here we're going to hike one hip up to the side. Same exact thing. Yeah, I'm sure it looks really weird, but I really don't care because I want my body to be healthy and strong. And so getting into these positions and moving our pelvis around is really helpful in decreasing tension in the lumbar and pelvis area. Okay, so let's go ahead and switch sides. Hike the other hip up. Nice, gentle hip movements. What hip movements? Whatever feels good. That's what you do. Okay, so while we're in these positions, you want to inhale, exhale, and just give thanks for the fact that your body is able to tell you when you're moving into positions that are productive versus movements or positions that aren't so productive, right? So if you follow that feel good principle, especially when you're in a recovery mode or trying to relax, is so very, very important. Let's switch sides, please. Nice. If you want to add a little bit to this one, you can bend the leg that's straight behind, and then you can add some leg bone rotations, nice and slow. It's just a nice way to add to the benefit of what we're already doing. Inhale, exhale, nice and relaxed, nice and strong, all at the same time. Okay, let's go ahead and switch sides. Again, you can bend that straightened leg, get some leg bone rotations. Inhale, exhale. And what we're doing in this position is we're extending through the spine and we're moving our body into a position that it isn't normally in. Our body's usually in a flexed position forward because we sit and we drive a car and we do all the things we do. So this is helping us to go into an opposite position. Nice and relaxed. Okay, guys, let's go ahead, roll onto our backside, please. Last movement of the whole process is going to be some diaphragmatic breathing. So all you're going to do with your legs straight, hands placed gently on your abdomen, inhale, exhale. We have 3 breaths that we're going to take on our own, breathing in slowly, exhaling even slower. So just take your time, bringing your thoughts into the present moment by allowing those thoughts to ride the exhalation. Giving thanks for something that you feel thankful for, reminding yourself, regardless of how you feel, you're moving in the right direction. Perhaps spend a few moments imagining yourself later today doing the things you need to do in order to be successful in whatever it is that you're trying to do in this life. Continuously reminding yourself that you're moving in the right direction, regardless of how it feels. Continuously taking your attention back into the healing powers of the body so that you can encourage what your body is already doing for itself. Inhale, exhale, please, one more time. Surrendering all unnecessary tension. And notice how you feel. All right, guys. If you're like me, and you have a day full of activities that are just waiting for you to get started, and you feel free to do so. If you have a few minutes to stay on the ground a little bit longer and breathe and relax a little bit longer, maybe 2, 5, 10 minutes, that's fantastic. But I hope that you enjoyed that breathe and chillax session with me today. I most certainly did. I kind of feel sleepy actually. I feel like I want to go back to bed. But at the same time, there's a pleasant feeling in the body where I know that I can switch gears and get on to whatever I need to get to. So I hope that that's what you have too. Make sure to breathe a lot today. Make sure to make a choice on how you want to feel. Make sure that you bring the sun inside your body so that you could be emanating the sun through your existence, even when it's not shining through the clouds. Okay? All right, guys. Have a beautiful day. Lots of love to you. Talk to you soon. Peace.